Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Talking Raw. I'm your host, Chris Kretschmann. It is nice to talk to you guys on this Wednesday evening. I'm sorry that the NXT review is coming up late. I just got off work like a couple hours ago. I just did my Instagram live stream and I just watched NXT. So, a busy man I am. If this is your first time coming to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. We are right now at 36 subscribers. My goal is to hit 100 by SummerSlam. That is like that's something that I'm working towards every single day. So let's make that happen. And I'll do something big for that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Maybe a giveaway, maybe a live stream, maybe a couple hour live stream, 4 hour live stream on YouTube. So you never know. Let's get into NXT though. First off, our first match was Velveteen Dream versus Ho Ho Lun. If you don't know who Ho Ho Lun is, he was in the Cruiserweight Championship or Cruiserweight Classic. So, if you remember him from there, you remember that he was just mediocre. So, let's get into the match. First off, I have to say this. Velveteen Dream has a really good entrance. I don't necessarily like the name Velveteen Dream. I'd rather them call him the Velveteen Dream Patrick Clark, because that's his name. So, and Velveteen Dream looks a lot bigger than he did on Tough Enough. Like, he looked like he was about 5'10", 205 pounds. This dude looks like he's like 6'5", 220. He's a beast. And he continues to show improvement. Like, when he was wrestling in late 2016, I didn't much enjoy him. And now he's like one of my favorite things on NXT. I'm very high on Velveteen Dream at the moment. He wins via a elbow off the top rope that looks beautiful. It really does. I mean, he needs to continue to improve because overall, as a match, I didn't necessarily enjoy it, but he definitely has potential. And if they continue booking him like this, he could be in line for, I wouldn't say a title shot, but if they were to make a mid-card title, I think he'd fit right into that. We then have the Authors of Pain and Heavy Machinery. They're in William Regal's office, and a match between the two has been made for the titles in 2 weeks. This match will be interesting, just because it's two heavyweight teams going at each other. I can't wait to see what they do. I'm happy it's not taking place at TakeOver Brooklyn 3 because Heavy Machinery, they're just not ready yet for a stage like NXT TakeOver, especially the TakeOver before SummerSlam. So I'm happy that they're not rushing them to the top too quickly. But the tag team division in NXT needs to start improving. Obviously Red Dragon's probably going to be in NXT very soon, and also TM61 is probably going to return. So the tag team division is starting to look better than it did a couple months ago. They still need to continue to add teams to the division, that being TM61, Red Dragon, the God Gifted Athletes, the Street Profits. Those last two teams are Performance Center teams that I've both seen, and I am big fans of them. I really am. I think they have big futures in NXT. So the tag team division needs to start improving, but this match in 2 weeks, I'm excited for it. We then have Hideo Itami versus Oni Lorcan, and before the match really got started, obviously the match got started, but shortly after it got started, Hideo Itami broke his nose after a uppercut from Oni Lorcan. So the match ended, and then we got a video package for Roderick Strong to hype up his match for next week's NXT Championship match, which was fantastic. This video package was fantastic. I'll continue to say it. I think Roderick Strong is the number one babyface in the WWE. To me, he has Daniel Bryan written all over him. I mean, you look at the guy's frame. He has a great frame. His body makeup is fantastic. He's fantastic in the ring. He's a believable babyface. And I don't know why he's not getting the championship shot at TakeOver Brooklyn 3. Eventually, Roderick Strong will win the NXT Championship. They're really putting a lot behind him with these video packages. This one, again, was really good. But, I think give it till NXT TakeOver Houston, which will be the NXT TakeOver before Survivor Series. And I think he will win the NXT Championship then, which will eventually lead up to Adam Cole versus Roderick Strong at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, where Adam Cole will win the championship. So look forward to that. Hideo Itami comes back out to the ring after his injury for his match against Oni Lorcan. And Hideo Itami wins this match in a very short fashion. Then he calls Cassius Ohno to the ring. They shake hands, and then Sanity comes out and destroys both of them. Alexander Wolf cuts a promo. Then Nikki Cross is in the ring, ready for her match against Asuka. And it was Nikki Cross versus Asuka in the last women's standing match for the NXT Women's Championship. I said this for weeks. This match should have happened at TakeOver Brooklyn 3, and it should have been, and it would be made more grandiose due to the stipulation. This was a good match, but I have a legitimate gripe about this match. The match was a little too spot heavy for my liking. It felt like they would do a big spot, spot, rest. That's the only gripe I have with this match. And I understand that's, how most last man standing matches are, but, maybe I just don't like the match stipulation. This match was brutal as hell, though. Don't get me wrong, it was a good match. Like I said, this match was brutal as hell. Asuka and Nikki Cross legitimately beat the hell out of each other during this match. And look, Asuka wins after she suplexed Nikki Cross off the top of a ladder onto a table. She retains the NXT Women's Championship. And I'll say this, Asuka continues to show why nobody in the NXT Women's division is in the same stratosphere as Asuka. Asuka is on a whole nother level than these women. And, I'm a big fan of the other women in the division. But right now, Asuka is the best woman in NXT history, period. There's no debate about that. She may even be the most dominant woman to ever step foot in the WWE, and she hasn't even made her main roster debut. That's the scariest part about it. So, women's division, look out for years to come because Asuka is coming, and just pray that you're not on the same brand as Asuka, because you probably won't touch gold if you're on the same brand as Asuka. And I said this on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, I said that my pick for the WrestleMania 34 main event was Charlotte versus Asuka, because if you build up Charlotte to where she's winning and she continues to win, and then you have Asuka vacate her NXT Women's Championship, she comes up to the main roster, she wins, she continues to win, and they have the Women's Battle Royal or Royal Rumble, and the stipulation to it is, since this is the first Women's Battle Royal, we're also going to be the first. This is going to be the first year that we have a main event of WrestleMania be headlined by two women. And then Charlotte will have the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. And then Asuka will win the Royal Rumble. And that will be the main event of WrestleMania 34. That's my opinion. And I would like to see that, because these two will put on a match for the ages. So I can't wait for that. Let me know what you guys thought about NXT in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel and you just watched me for the first time, what are you doing? Please hit that subscribe button. It would be much appreciated. And look out for my content for the rest of the week. I'm doing my Impact review tomorrow. I did my SmackDown Live review yesterday. Reviews on the channel. So thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode and this review in the comment section below. I love you guys all so much.